Hey guys, just want to go over a few things, few updates. Um, got the Tahoe put back together, and it pulled this no problem. We got two complete drivetrains back here, so it's 2,000 pounds plus the trailer. I don't know how much the trailer weighs, 1,500 pounds or something, but pulled it really nice. I have no squat now in the back. I put air ride helper bags in here. Put about 10 psi in there, and then that keeps it perfectly level. When I hauled my tractor, the suspension, I lost 4 inches at least there, and I was worried about the tires hitting the fender wells. It wouldn't be a problem normal, but when you put wheels and tires that look cool, but that doesn't mean they necessarily fit the best. Fender flares don't do anything. It doesn't give you more clearance. But getting this thing dialed in, meaning kind of like all the stuff that I mess with. This now has, ignore my module down there, I have it. I'm always testing that, but everything else been put together well. We got the new gauges in here. This is the Power Tune dash I sell. Has a little bit of a boot time to it, about 6 or 7 seconds, but not a big deal. It pretty customizable and everything. You'll see up here I got my logo. It pops up, and then you're good to go. And you see all your data there. Good stuff there. Cruise now works, so I'm gonna start putting those back on my website. Had a few issues I had to get through, so the cruise really well today. I had one issue that's my fault. It's kind of funny. When I was using it a couple days ago, it felt like a 4-year-old was driving it. It kept surging terribly. I was like, I don't know why this is happening. So frustrated. And I got to thinking about it. It's like, I wonder if I messed up. I got my tach and my RPM wires swapped, and that's exactly what happened. So I swapped the wires, and now it actually has a speed signal, and it was super smooth, worked really well. And back here, I got a diesel. This is a 3-liter baby Duramax is what they call it. And that's comes with the Allison 10-speed. And then back here, this is for a customer in Iceland. This is a L87 10-speed combo. So that's going overseas. Hey Tony. Best cat ever. I don't even like cats, but then we got this one. This one's cool. Anyways, what is pretty cool is this engine is now running. So again, this is the 3-liter turbo baby Duramax. We have it running. I have a separate video on that I'll just attach to this. I had it running a few weeks ago, but I kind of kept quiet about it for the customer and stuff like that. So we just kind of had an agreement that once it was running, I just stay quiet on it for a little bit. There's still a lot to discuss. This is still in test mode. We got some things to figure out, but it ran terrific. So it's going to require our module, the muscle car module. We're going to have to do power down modes and a few other things because there's some issues. The computer never turns off. Once there's battery power applied, it doesn't turn off unless something tells it digitally you need to turn off. You can pull your ignition wires off there. I don't care. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around what to do with this situation. Meaning, diesels are a whole nother ball game, and I'm just now learning diesels. I know electronics. I know the wiring on GM engines. I know them inside and out. At least I thought I did. On gas stuff, I know what everything does. I know how every sensor works. So I can make any engine run. That's not a problem. The diesel, maybe I knew what half the stuff did. There's just a lot of stuff on here that obviously does not exist on a gas engine. Like right here, you got your def injection. So it looks like your lines come off your tank into there. You got 3 of them. Don't know why there's 3 lines. I don't think you just need a feed, but you know, all that little stuff I need to learn. So and then just the feasibility of doing these. This harness is intense. I mean, you have all these controls. There's just, it looks like this thing's from NASA. Everything's wrapped in heat protection. Your O2 sensors are funky. I don't think they're even called O2s. They're called NOx sensors or something. I'm sure a lot of people know a lot more than I do on this stuff. But for emissions, you need all this installed, right? And diesels are a big deal for emissions, so you can't just do what you want to do. You need to do it and be in a compliance, you know. So that's my next step is DEF injection. You know, the EGR is built into this stuff. So I think it won't be too bad. Just getting the DEF tank, you know, getting that hooked up. And then be up to the owner. You can do whatever you want with them. If you want to delete all this stuff, all the EGR and DEF, that's what this is. This is your EGR system. This is, I assume, part of the DEF injection. I don't know. To me, it looks almost like a valve that would rotate. Don't know. But I believe that's that. But actually, that's not right. This is your DEF injection, obviously. So that shoots DEF way up here. So down here, this must have something to do with the EGR system. It must be measuring pressure. I don't know, but I think all this is already plugged in the factory harness, right? So even this is for your glow plugs. So glow plugs all worked. I mean, this thing fired right off. It sounded awesome. This is the quietest diesel I've ever heard. So smooth, responsive. The throttle all worked. Your intercooler up here, it's all built in. Look at that. Your whole turbo, look at that. It's all fully contained. It's already done. So you don't need a huge air to air intercooler. Again, I'm trying to learn. I don't know if this just went to a reservoir or did this go to a water to air cooler in the vehicle. Don't know, but at least it's already here. So that this is a nice product to have a liquid intercooler. That's huge. It's already on there. You know, just add a little bit of height, but for my measurements, this is the same height as the LADs, you know, whatever, LA3, LA7, LAD, whatever. It's the same height, the width's close. And what's really cool, this oil pan, look at that. Look at the bottom of that oil pan. It just slowly tapers, but it's completely flat. Super neat. So that means you'll have good clearance in theory, because no one's installed one of these and anything else, but you know, should fit into a lot of applications just fine. So not bad. Your block is different. Your mounts, your 4 bolts. So I'll take those off, get measurement, get some laser cut plates, and figure out what to do there. But man, it'd be really nice to use that bushing, because that thing's like tuned for the diesel. That bushing is actually pretty important. So it'd be best to try to slice and dice that or make an adapter, hold it on. The front of this thing's flat. Look at that. There ain't nothing really sticking out. That balancer's nothing. So it's not that big. The transmission bell housing is significantly smaller. Look at that. I mean, this thing probably fit in a lot of applications. We use this to put the diesel in, and I used an air compressor, and it gave it 60 psi, and shot it to the mechanical pump. Fortunately, the pump just dumps it right back out at the same time, so we can only run it for a short time. What we got? What in the world's that? I don't know. There's just all sorts of stuff. This is like a whole valve that probably rotates and does something. Don't know what any of that is. So much to learn. So curious. Man, the block is like a foot down in there. There's this crap bolted to it. Very cool. Kind of fell in love with it when I heard it run. So now I don't know what to do on my Tahoe. The little 5.3 hauled this no problem at all. I really want to put the L8T with a 10-speed in there, but I know I'm going to be at 14 miles a gallon for the rest of my life. And gas prices, who knows? Gas prices will always be all over the place. That little diesel, it getting 30 miles a gallon, probably do even better in a vehicle like that. Would be freaking cool. But I'm just going back and forth. I don't know what I want to do. So, you guys have any opinions? I'm curious what you guys would think on a diesel versus a gas motor. A gas motor, I know exactly what will happen. I know exactly how it'll work. I already know the outcome. That diesel, I don't know the outcome. So that makes me want to do it. But anyways, just want to go over this diesel setup and show you what I got going on and see what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching.